Hi, my name is Sherell Sampson, and I am the founder and CEO of Canviiy.
Canviiy is new to us, new to our subscribers. How did you, as the founder, come up with this idea to start Canviiy?
The genesis of Canviiy, and just to give you a little bit of background about myself, and so my professional background is in corporate marketing, strategic marketing, and I actually had a wonderful experience working for a software enterprise company. And the owner of that company actually acquired a personal care luxury brand. And so he came to me and he's like, Sherell, I know you're working on this software thing, but I have this personal care luxury brand that I want you to work on. So he's like, what do you want to do? And I said, well, okay, software, cosmetics, like, of course, I want to do that. And so ultimately, I started working on this brand, but what he didn't tell me was that it was actually purchased out of bankruptcy. And so that meant everything had to be done, from the packaging to the labeling to the restructuring of our retail stores down in Key West. But what I learned from that experience is that I absolutely unequivocally loved it. Like I loved it. Just the fact of looking at a formula, synthesizing how you're actually going to create a formula, seeing it come to fruition, touching it and feeling it like I was in heaven. That's where I got my bug. And so from there, I started thinking like, hey, do I want to go work for a L'Oreal or an Estee Lauder? And ultimately, I knew I wanted to do this because I had the blueprint. And so that's how Canviiy started. I started thinking about, and I got my hair done one day. I love my sew-ins and my extensions. And my scalp was on fire. And so my husband looked at me and he said, girl, well, why don't you do something for that itchy scalp? And I'm like, that's lame. Like, I am not doing that. But ultimately, I did some research and I noticed not women that just have extensions or braids, but women who have scalp issues or, women that's dealing with eczema, psoriasis, et cetera, they deal with those issues. And so I recognize if we can make something very unique, something special, something different, it could be something impactful. And so ultimately, we decided to develop a kick-ass, scalp serum that's amazing. And ultimately that was our first initial product, but that's how Canviiy was born.
Amazing. So let's talk about your very first product, which is, this is the organic-based itch calming scalp serum.
Yes.
This is your hero product. And what makes this so amazing?
Absolutely. Yeah. So our SCALP-BLISS itch calming organic based serum, it is amazing. And what we love about it in particular, and this formulation is really unique because it took about 16 to 18 months to develop it, first of all. So we took our time, we partnered with an organic chemist to make sure it was right, to make sure that the consistency and the efficacy was where it needed to be. But ultimately, what we decided is we wanted something that was extremely long lasting. We wanted something that was infused with great ingredients. And we also wanted something that was lightweight and greasy so it did not disrupt your hairstyle, right? Okay. And so from there, we looked at ingredients all over the world. So we have Manuka honey that's in the ingredient. It's based from New Zealand. We had aloe vera, we have peppermint, we have witch hazel, and those are very great antioxidant-rich ingredients. In addition to that, they also sort of soothe the skin and calm the skin as well. And so what's great about it is that it's extremely long lasting. It can last 3 to 4 days on average. If you have really, really great scalp hygiene, it can last up to 7 days. And so that's different. That's unique. If you think about products that are actually on the marketplace, they may work an hour, they may work 30 minutes. So for us to accomplish something with such efficacy has really opened up doors beyond just a beauty space. And so we're extremely proud of that.
And what I'm impressed by is that it doesn't seem to disturb the hairstyle very much. So if you are wearing a different protective style, so let's talk about the difference, if you're using it with like braids, sew-ins, or just on your regular hair. Can you kind of talk us through how to use it?
Absolutely. So the product is very versatile. Okay. So what you will see here is that, one, I love our packaging. It's unique. I believe it stands out. But what you will see here is that it has this nozzle tip that is perfect for actually penetrating the scalp extremely well and getting to that pinpoint area. So whether you do have extensions or braids, etc., it's perfect to get exactly where you want it to get with that targeted precision. And then also, as you mentioned, as it relates to people that don't have braids or protective styles, it's perfect for them as well because everyone has a scalp, right?
Yes.
And some people have scalp issues that are tougher than others. And so for the most part, we know based on customer feedback that it's very versatile for all scalp types.
Amazing. So I want to talk about the cleansing bar.
Yes.
We love cleansing bars here. Cleansing bars are do very well with curlBOX. So talk us through the cleansing bar and sort of tell us what makes it calming as well. What's in it and what's gonna be exciting about it?
Absolutely. So our Nourish and Calm cleansing bar is just amazing. And it's amazing because one, our customers demanded it. They said, hey, we love this scalp product, but do you have anything for the body? So this is our first body product.
Okay.
And what's unique about it is we said, hey, we know this scalp product has great ingredients. So we infused it with aloe vera, manuka honey, but we took it a step further. We actually infused it with organic lavender and chamomile flower petals. It also has calendula flower petals as well, and that's extremely soothing. And what oftentimes people don't recognize or know is that artificial colors and artificial fragrances are the main thing that's driving the irritation in our products. And so for the most part, we decided not to include that, and so that gives it an extremely calming effect. But more importantly, it revitalizes the skin, and it also cleanses those skin impurities that we have, whether it's from makeup, whether it's from the environment outside, whether it's from pollution that we may come in contact into, maybe sometimes in workplaces. And then it just feels luxurious. It's just soothe and smooth. And I just absolutely love it. And what I would say is, you know, for the women out there, men love it too.
Okay.
So my husband loves it. I had a lot of stories from customers where they're like, hey, my husband stole my bar. Can I order some more? And that's really exciting to know that we've developed a unisex product that both men and women love.
That's amazing. The Soothing Scalp Purifying Foam treatment is a post-shampoo treatment.
Yes.
So if you can tell us sort of how do we use that? Because I don't know that I've ever sort of heard of a post-shampoo treatment.
Awesome. Thanks for asking. So what I will share with you about our scalp purifying foam treatment is the fact that our customers constantly wanted to know, was our hero product really good for dandruff? And I said, it is good for dandruff. However, I want it to be in its own lane.
Okay.
And so what we decided to do, we sought out to develop a dandruff flake product buildup type product. And so when we started looking at the marketplace, what we noticed is that many of the dandruff type products or even product buildup contain sometimes harsh chemical ingredients, particularly for some of the top tier multinational brands out there. They're using pyrethrin. And what people don't know is that's actually used in some household paints and is also used in household sponges. And so we recognize, hey, we're not taking that route, right?
Yeah.
We want to make something different and unique. And so what we ultimately did was we looked at different acids that can exfoliate. And so what's luscious and just amazing about our product is that it's based in organic glycerin, right? So it's not water. So when you put it on, you will feel, it feels like a conditioner, which is amazing. Some people can use it as a conditioner, but we recommend you shampoo your hair first, and then you actually apply it to your scalp. You massage it for 3 to 4 minutes, and you rinse it out. And then I use it as my conditioner, but I recommend you using a conditioner because it's a scalp treatment, it's not for the hair. But what I will share with you is that when you put it on and it comes in contact with the water, it sort of volumizes in the shower. And it becomes this luscious and just luxurious, like conditioning type of experience. And what I'll tell you from that is the lactic acid that we have infused it with, that's our sort of active ingredient. And what that does is it exfoliates the skin, but also it renews it with moisture. So you don't feel that stripping from other dandruff products or products that you're trying to use to remove that product buildup. And so we're extremely excited about it. It is absolutely wonderful. And to date, we've heard phenomenal feedback. So I'm excited for everyone to try it.
That's amazing. I've not heard of anything like that. That to me is like, that's innovation, and that's what's needed in this space.
Thank you.
the restorative growth serum. It has a lot of amazing ingredients, including CBD oil. We haven't traditionally seen that in products, and this is likely going to be the first time we've had a product with CBD. So can you tell us about this and tell us about why you chose to use CBD and like what we can expect, and for anybody who may have some concerns about that,
you got it.
You know, like educate us, school us.
Absolutely. So I'll grab this here because it is a long name, but I think it was important because I wanted our customers and I wanted users to know that not only did we go a step further to inject sort of innovation, but we looked at the most potent concentrated ingredients that we possibly could. So the name of the product is Sea Mineral, SCALP-PURIFYING Sea Mineral and Organic Herb Infusion Restorative Growth Serum. And what's special about it is the Sea Mineral, so I'll actually start with CBD since you mentioned that. Extremely excited about that. The CBD, what's special about cannabis is it actually helps with inflammation. And so oftentimes our body cannot receive the nutrients that it needs because of the inflammation within the body. And so that works the same just with our scalp, right? So sometimes we may have an itchy scalp or irritated scalp, it's inflamed. And so when you put products on there, the inflammation within your scalp doesn't allow it to do what it needs to do. So that's the first set of sort of performance attributes we want it to have. The second set is the sea mineral. So sea minerals are great because when you think about seaweeds and things of that nature, I'm from the Bahamas, so I love all things from the sea.
Yes.
It actually has great hair peptide, growth peptides, which actually penetrates the scalp. So it gives those vitamins and those essential nutrients that you need. And then the last piece of that, oh my God, I just love, is the vitamin B5. What people don't know is vitamin B5 helps your body absorbs the nutrients that you need to have. So when you think about the synthesis of CBD, and then you have the growth peptides, and then you have the vitamin B5 that actually allows that to penetrate deeper, you get better concentration, you get better performance. And so ultimately, this is one, we just launched it several months ago. It's becoming one of our favorites, and the performance is really great. So extremely excited about it.
This is incredible. And so is there a specific regimen we should create with these products to rid ourselves of hair issues? So what would you recommend, you know, sort of a use this, use that sort of deal,
you got it.
So that we can kind of like start our CANVIY regimen?
Great question. So what I will share is yes and no. It just depends on the individual, whether you want to create a regimen or not. What I will share is if you do have, some people have scalp irritation from coloring their hair a lot. This, I think, our organic based itch calming serum is great for that in addition to the protective styling. But if you're trying to grow your hair, something to keep in mind is that when we put a hair growth or hair oil, whatever we put on our hair, the key is to massage it because your hair follicles need to be revitalized. And so when you are using the hair growth serum that we have, massage it onto the scalp to really awaken the hair follicles. And then lastly, of course, when you are washing your hair, shampooing your hair, try our foam treatment, especially for our naturals who love to use several products, right? And they see that scalp buildup or that product buildup from the yeast on the scalp. Try our product, our scalp purifying foam treatment, and I promise you're gonna love it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So this is a treatment product. You know, these products are treatment, and so what are some other ways that you have been helping I guess consumers outside of retail?
Great question. So outside of retail, we actually have a really great opportunity across different verticals. But one that we're most proud of is our relationship with Moffitt Cancer Center located in Tampa, Florida. And how that came about was I actually met with one of the top physicians, and they were looking for natural, organic products that they can actually share and use with their patients. They were looking for alternatives. And so what people don't know about CANVIY is we have a very close relationship with that organization. And so what that allows us to do is many of the patients can work directly with the salon that they have in the hospital. So when they are experiencing irritation after their treatment, or they're having extreme new growth, right, when they're growing their hair back, they use our CANVIY products. We are the recommended products to use within that cancer treatment. So we're especially excited about how we're going to grow that relationship. But more importantly, we're thankful for the heroes that go through that process, that chemotherapy process every day, and we're able to provide a solution that helps. And more importantly, it's natural and it's better for them. So we're extremely proud of that opportunity.
Amazing.
I am so excited for the curlBOX family. I will say that our products are so unique, they're so different, but more importantly, I think they're going to bring a different experience that you've never had before. We are so looking forward to hearing your feedback. We are so looking forward to hearing about your experience, and more importantly, we hope you fall in love with them. So curlBOX family, this is for you. We love it.